the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
The Missouri head coach told me before the game, this is a big game for bragging rights, guys. As you know, both the SEC and the Big 12 try to tout that they are the most physical conference in college football. Well, today in this bowl game, they will get a chance to prove it. Both coaches told me they want to come out and run the ball. Teams are fired up and motivated as they take the field. I'll keep you posted on the vibe here on the sideline. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
The give to Hardy. Fighting off the defender. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Here's Simmons to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. And the Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. Hauls it in. Goes down immediately, but that's just what they needed. It'll be a first down.
Hey, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Got it behind the line. It's Hawkins. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll try it again. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They'll run for it. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on 4th down.
Yeah, I got nothing for you, RD. I mean, you start to run backwards. Maybe you think you can outrun everybody on the field and you're faster than everybody, but either way, that play went nowhere. Actually, it went somewhere. It went really far backwards.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with fourth. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Fourth down, Simmons. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Simmons. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. The 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep two hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw at Simmons. Rushes on him. He makes a catch. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri!
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. These two-point conversions are tricky enough. You don't want to add to the degree of difficulty by backing up 5. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is no good. No good, and they're still down 1. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Buying some time. Throws to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Young. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And I absolutely love that play call, man. You've got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points to capitalize on their great field position.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged in the middle, it's Barnes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Cowboys have moved it inside the 20. Gives it on the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Not a chance. Missed it. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
On the move at the 30. Breaks into the open. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They'll give it to Hardy. Maybe some room here. The tag. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Looking to throw. Flips it out in the flat. He goes airborne and he's in there for the two-point conversion.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Makes the grab. It's Barnes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running inside, it's Hawkins. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Trying to impose their will with the run. Got a little grass. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Cowboys have their offense in high gear. Using his legs, it's Hawkins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Strong, firm tackle.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Takes the easy completion. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hawkins. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
He is denied, and they will not be able to take the lead. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. They're down to one timeout left in the half. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
That's a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roberts. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, this guy is one of the best receivers in college football, and the defense knows it too, right? They've been watching film, and that time on third down, they had him double covered. That's a big reason.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab in their space. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's why you hold your breath every single time this guy catches the football. That's a short, easy completion. He's so dangerous after the catch, David, and he shows you the wheels, taking it all the way to the house.
Yeah, and I think it's also important to point out, how about the QB play? Getting the ball out right where he can catch the football and use his speed and playmaking ability after it, and he shows you, man. That's why he's dangerous. That's why this offense is always one play away from getting to the house.
On that two-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up two-point conversion.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too...
Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down and 5 after the penalty. They'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
The run inside. It's Hawkins. Good, solid pick up there now. They can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleed.
Snags it, and he's open. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Cowboys, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He's in there. 2-point conversion is good, and they're down by just 1. Boy, they want to get this back right now, lining up for an onside kick. And the kick bounces out of bounds. They will not get the onside attempt, but they will draw a flag. Running inside, it's Roberts. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on 1st down from the 40. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Hardy. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Using his feet to buy time. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Run in the red zone. It's Hardy. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, here's Hardy. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. These 2-point conversions are tricky enough. You don't want to add to the degree of difficulty by backing up 5. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. To the air on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds his man, it's Hawkins. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's going to take off. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
Lofts one high and deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he grabs it at the 15. They'll mark him down right there. And how about that play of picking up a chunk of yardage? They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fires to the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Fires into the end zone. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. Into the end zone for 6.
Well, that's a big touchdown here at the end of the second quarter in decision time. I think for the head coach, do you just kick the extra point, you go in at halftime down 1, or do you try to go for 2 and tie this thing up going in at halftime?
He'll try to slam it in. He won't make it in. Stopped just short on the 2-point conversion attempt, and that's how this first half will come to a close. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half, and that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down, let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing, they're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Off play action. Dumps it to the back. That's caught. It's Hawkins. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Quarterback making checks. Looking for room. It's Hawkins. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most.
Finding some room. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Touchdown, Cowboys! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call them a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Hawkins. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. And the Cowboys can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Coleman open on the right. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. New set of downs after the completion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
To the air on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure going right. Got a man. It's Green. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the 1st down.
You know, the defense just hasn't seemed to quite have an answer. They've come close to interceptions like that one there, but they haven't registered any so far. They've given it.
There's a crease.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Wide receiver comes in motion. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. They'll run the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The run inside. It's Hawkins. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They just put a field goal on the board, and now they'll line up for the onside kick.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Missouri wants to go fast.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to...
Oh, he wants it all. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Unleashes one. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And they got it. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. He leaves it with his back. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. It'll be third and long. Off the play fake. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
It's so nice.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And that was one of those, gotta have it. I mean, it's a fourth quarter, fourth down. We gotta get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his progression, finding the open man, and keeping this drive alive.
Of course, it was the quarterback. I thought it was the receiver. Whatever.
Wants to fire on second down. Here comes the heat. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Both of these offenses just up and down the field, scoring at will. This QB's already got over 150 passing yards in the game, so he's not going to stop slinging it. Which defense can get a stop?
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Terry. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design, it's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so...
Snags it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Tigers!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
The throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Third and short now from their own 48. Off the RPO, complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want.
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
The screen, he can go. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. The official says no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab at the 30. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why?
Unleashes one deep. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Tigers.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. A really nice job methodically driving down the throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they've got it down to single digits, a 9-point game. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Hardy again. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. There's some room. To the house. Touchdown, Missouri!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
15-point lead, going for 2 here. If they get it, it'll be a 3-possession game. From the gun. Under fire. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. A few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. So now it's second and long. Might be changing the route. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Makes the grab. It's Hawkins. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Cowboys come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Makes the catch. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Grabs it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. And the Cowboys have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance. And they'll try to tack on 2. He wants to throw it. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
And as the ball bounces out of bounds, no dice on the onside kick attempt. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Snap in the shotgun. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. I'm sure these guys on offense dreamed of this situation. Big stage, time winding down, desperately needing a score. Well, now they can make those dreams reality. When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this offense needs to keep doing, man. Keep throwing the football. Like, don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you want to show your team, man, that we're always going to fight no matter what the scoreboard is. That's what we are. That's who we are. We're competitive, and we're going to...
A shot toward the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
If if we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. They want to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. 2-point try is good. Not really sure why they needed it, but it's a 1-point game late. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.